So glad you tuned in. Let the movie talk begin.
Let's talk about the main event here.
Okay.
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to, as they say, brass tacks.
Yeah.
All the President's Men. Were you able to watch it, Lindsay?
I fucking loved it.
I did. I loved it before. I love it even more now. It's perfect. It's perfect.
First of all, what a great film. And it's kind of crazy how much time has changed. It's like that stuff seems tame compared to what.
Well, I was worried about talking about it because I didn't want to.
Yeah, and I think we should kind of avoid what's, like comparing it to now. But a lot of really cool stuff in that movie I kind of forgot about. Like, first of all, Redford and Hoffman are excellent.
This is my favorite Redford performance.
Mm-hmm.
I read the trivia. Okay, so which really, I wasn't surprised once I read it because every scene they did together, they were bouncing off each other like this, finishing sentences, interrupting each other. So I read that they both learned each other's lines so that they could do that more naturally.
What does that got to do with anything?
Well, I've been in the business since I'm 16.
What are you saying?
Well, I'm trying to tell you that if you'd read mine and then read yours.
May I read yours?
Yeah.
And it was fucking cool.
Wow.
Also, this is another one of those movies we talk about a lot where you got a great ensemble of character actors. By the way, Spotlight was the modern day All the President's Men.
You're right.
Same thing with a bunch of actors, current actors. And then you had Jason Robards, who won an Oscar for this role, and the next year also back to back for the movie Julia, 2 Best Supporting Actors in a row.
And he was excellent. He was so good in this. He was so
good.
Robards, Martin Balsam, Jack Warden,
Hal Holbrook.
You got all the old character, crusty actors would be newspaper men. I did not expect Ned Beatty to pop up.
Or Meredith Baxter.
I didn't expect. Did you know the girl who gave him the information? She didn't want to give it to him. She laid it on his desk. That's Lindsay Krause.
Yeah.
Who would eventually be married to David Mamet back in the 80s. She's in The Verdict. She's in House of Games.
She's also in a movie we talked about last week, The Arrival. She's in the Charlie Sheen one from 1996.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I didn't know she was in it till she popped up this time. And I absolutely love Jane Alexander as the lady who. So she was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Again, so she's only in the movie 5 minutes and 9 seconds or something, or 6 minutes or something. And so I loved her performance because on one hand, she was too scared to talk. On the other hand, her conscience wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
And it was in every moment. It was something you can't write. To have her, I guess she met with a real lady. I think even the scene where they had iced tea outside was the real lady's house.
Yeah.
Where they had actually
met.
Yeah.
I knew that I had a good ensemble of men, but I didn't know how many great actresses were in it. And by the way, Beatrice Straight was the lady who let him in and was the wrong woman. And that's Beatrice Straight, who would win an Oscar for Network a few years later. And she was also in Poltergeist. She's the lady, the psychic lady, or the expert of ghosts or something in Poltergeist. So just watching those actors was great. And I love so many shots. Any shot of the newsroom was fantastic.
Which that is an exact recreation that they rebuilt in Burbank.
I wondered if it was a set because it has so much papers and folders and shit, and it looks so real.
Yeah. Well, the real Washington Post sent all that stuff out to them because they were gonna shoot at the Washington Post, but it would have shut it down basically, and so they couldn't do it. So they rebuilt. They rebuilt the studio in Burbank. They rebuilt the newsroom, and it cost $450,000. And it was they said it was an exact replica. And they had a bunch of people when they started shooting at the Post, it had a problem. Is like all the people who really worked there were trying to act. They were trying to be actors in it, and it kind of was ruining shots. So they moved it out of there.
Oh yeah, really. That set was gorgeous. That was really neat. So you also know that the lady they talked about, Catherine, she was the owner of the paper. They just mentioned her.
Yeah.
So I read that she loved the movie, but begged Redford not to have her character in the movie, which he said okay. And then they just mentioned her. She's the owner of the Post. So the movie The Post if you've ever seen Spielberg's film, which is great and unknown and underrated.
Yeah.
That's Meryl Streep, and it's all about the Post deciding to run the Watergate story and wanting to be careful about it, and then end up running it. Before Linny, we'll let you talk. First of all, "Follow the Money" is an iconic line that comes from that movie.
$5,000 in a brown paper bag.
Follow the money.
What do you mean? Where?
Just follow the money.
And also, just the idea of Deep Throat and using the term Deep Throat as the informant, that's been copied and paid homage to and parodied countless times since then.
If you can get to the room where the video recorders are, you can find the tape and catch him in the act of burning the document.
Yeah, and then we can show the tape to the police, and it'll be as good as the document itself. We can win, Deep Voice.
Also, I also noticed, and I didn't know until I read the trivia, that last sequence where he saw, he's talking to Deep Throat, and it's getting more scary, and the car drives, and then he looks and Deep Throat's gone, and he starts to walk, and it's scary. That was really scary.
Yeah.
There's music going boom, boom, and I'm like, this is the first time I've even noticed music was in the film, because it has hardly any music in it. And anyway, great film. Just it's iconic for a reason, and just entertaining. Alan Pakula had directed Clute before that, and doesn't he also direct 3 Days of the Condor, Zander?
Yeah.
Is that before or after this?
I believe that was after this. This was 76. So
anyway, sensation, just a great, thrilling. It's interesting to watch a movie about journalists following stories, and it to be that suspenseful and that thrilling. Really entertaining.
Yeah, and also he did not direct 3 Days of the Condor. He directed Presumed Innocent. He also directed Sophie's Choice.
He directed The Parallax View with with Warren Beatty.
Yes,
which I like, but not as much as this.
Yeah, same.
And I love Clute.
He did another movie called Starting Over. I don't know if you know that movie, but it's a James L.
Brooks. Has it got Burt Reynolds in it?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds and Jill Clayburgh, and it's a James L. Brooks screenplay. I think it might have been his first.
I'm sure I saw that back then, but I don't remember it very much.
Candice Bergen is the female lead in it.
Oh yeah. Is it a comedy?
Yeah. He's another one of those directors who he did all kinds of different types of films.
Directed Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, Sophie's Choice, and a movie called Orphans in 1987. I don't know if you saw that
with Albert Finney.
Yeah,
that's good.
Good memory.
That's another play. That's another play on film.
That's right, and it's
really a stage.
Matthew Modine.
It's got a bunch of young actors in it. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's I need to watch that because it's full of twists that I don't remember now.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna put that on my list of things I need to watch. My ever-growing list. So, Lindsay, why don't you tell? What did you think about it?
I really loved it. I thought
Have you seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it in high school, and I am happy to now see it as an adult who knows what the hell is going on.
I saw it when it came out, and I must have been 13 years old, so it didn't mean much to me back then.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. One of the things I thought was really interesting was how much it reminded me of Zodiac. Yeah. Not just the newspaper aspect, but there's just like I love William Goldman. He's one of my favorite writers. Princess Bride is my favorite movie. There's a naturalness to the script and a naturalness to the way they talk to each other. There's this part I really love where he's on the phone trying to talk to this guy who's speaking in Spanish. And he goes, does anybody speak English, Spanish? Like,
I love moments like that.
Yeah. And I love moments like that. The film was just full of it. And I really love William Goldman. And I feel like we're weird. People are weird. The way we talk is weird. The way, there's nuance to it. And I really love Goldman for that. And I really loved those moments in the script. I thought the sound design was insane, which I'm pretty sure it won for.
Well, one point just to interrupt. There's one point where he's typing. There's a great shot because the TV set is way in the foreground, and it's it's the Republican Party nominating Nixon, and they're all saying 4 more years, and he's typing way in the background, and eventually 4 more years chant overtakes the sound of the typewriter, and then at the end of the movie, it's just the opposite. Whereas having him at the inauguration, being inaugurated, and the typing is getting louder and louder than even it's a 21 gun salute, and it's getting louder and louder till it overtakes the sound on the television, because now they're the winner, you know.
So help me God. So help me God.
Yeah.
That was cool.
They're going to take him down.
Did it win for sound?
Yeah, I think it did. There was a big thing. They always talked about the sound design was like a big thing. Everybody talked about that movie. And it's funny you bring up that typewriter stuff. That was in the trivia where they wanted it to sound like a gun, like the typewriter to sound like a gun.
Well, the very early scene is like a white screen. And at first I thought the DVD stopped, because I have the DVD, and then it has that one big letter hitting the page real hard. And it was startling, and that was really cool. But Lenny, we're big fans of William Goldman, and we've talked to him about him quite a bit.
I love him. Princess Bride is probably my favorite movie. I read the book when I was much younger. I think I'm ready to revisit it. It's just, he's great. There's just a naturalness. The way we speak to each other, I feel like really comes out in his writing. Butch Cassidy, which I think he also won for. So
No Way to Treat a Lady is a William Goldman. Well, it's a William Goldman novel. I'm not sure if he wrote the screenplay.
No, I don't think that ever.
I like that movie with Rod Steiger and George Segal.
Yeah,
that's a nasty thriller. That's a pretty, but it's also real funny. And that's another thing. The other thing in Goldman, similar to Aaron Sorkin, where you see kind of snappy dialogue that is funny without being a comedy. It's just that people are banter a little bit.
Didn't he say one of the characters in All the President's Men, in real life, it might have been the Jason Robards character, was so funny that he had to tone down the comedy in the script because he didn't think it would be believable.
It was the Jack Warden character.
That's right, Jack Warden.
Yeah, I read that too. Where in real life, he was hilarious too funny really to fit the movie.
Yeah, I get that compliment a lot.
Sun eyes creeping over the San Gabriel Hills. Another Tuesday morning, time to get our thrills. Zander and Jeff